Like, hi. How are y'all doing?
Hey, welcome back to We Are Feral.
Yes. I think we're going to be able to go do stuff this month. Because, like, I
Yes.
only have one tournament, and there's so much to do out there.
And it's sunny and warm.
It is finally sunny, warm, and hopefully non-rainy. I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited to, like, just be around community again. That was a lot.
The last few weeks have been a lot, I feel. And then with this whole new year and...
Wait. Go back.
Go back.
Because we're
going back.
Yeah, we're going to talk to
My
you
bad.
guys about, we're going to preface this by saying we're going to talk about how this is actually the start of your new year.
Yes.
Because she had to remind me of this. So, and it's actually a big deal because as I was doing a lot of homework on the brand new year, because you guys, the 31st was the first day of the new year. And then obviously the second day was the first. But a lot of shit, no, Sunday, it was the 30th.
The 30th, yeah.
Yeah, so the 30th was the first day of the new year, and all kinds of shit blew up for me that day.
Yeah.
In the best of ways. And then, and then Monday was like another shotgun shell went off. I was like, well, okay. And then here comes Susan telling me,
don't forget, like, we're starting a whole phase.
yeah, you're starting a brand new year. This is when you start. Like, so I was listening to, and mind you, it's funny. Like, you're grounded in what I was grounded in. And I have just been, like, footloose and fancy free. So she's like, did you listen to Kabbalah yet? I'm like,
yeah. I was
no.
like, it's important. This
It's important.
is important.
So I went and listened to it, and I think that everybody should go read up on this because that's what I ended up doing. So tell me, like, astrologically and everything, what this means to people. Like, what did March 30th mean for
Well,
us?
it's not really March 30th. It's not the date. It's the feeling. It's the season. Basically, you know, everybody says Happy New Year January 1st, but we're still in that mid-winter hibernating phase. And, you know, people are like, oh, new year, new me. But we're like, no, there's still, you know.
You're still ending.
We're still ending the previous year until March because that's like the dead of the season. It's the dead of the year. We're releasing things we no longer need or we're aligned with, and it's not the new year. But
so what I've learned to piggyback on that is that the end of March is the spring equinox, and that's why the Kabbalistic calendar considers that the new year.
Right, and because it goes by seasons and energy, not specifically what it says on the calendar.
So when the spring equinox happened, like I trace this back, and mind you, this is like a day's worth of work. I trace this back all the way to the Mayan calendar. The new year is always around this time, around springtime.
Yeah, when things are blooming and coming fresh and starting, you know, like starting new things. And
exactly.
Flowers are new, trees are new, everything is new.
So also on top of that, that's where the Farmer's Almanac started, and you plant certain things around springtime and so on and so forth. We know that, but that's also considered like harvest is towards the end and the winter's done, and then springtime is when you start anew.
Right. I mean, that's why everybody's like, oh my God, there's so many things going on right now. I'm like, yes, because we're transitioning. We're leaving behind stuff that just does not need to go with us in this who we're becoming.
So this cycle, you were saying to me privately, it's like, it'll last for 14 years?
Yeah, this Neptune and Aries cycle. It's so it's recently in Pisces, and that's why the last 14 years, basically since 2011, everybody's in that dream state, escapism, you know, just kind of wanting to get away and turning to ways to escape, like drugs or sex or work or whatever what you use to kind of get away, you know. And now that it's moved into Aries, we're in this like beginning of a new baby cycle. Aries is the initiator, the go-getter, the passionate one, the one that's ready to go, and that's why we have that feeling of wanting to try something new and be in new communities and just change. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that went on too. Like I don't know, I met somebody on the 30th, which was Sunday, and then I got fired, but I got let go because of downsizing on Monday. And then she texted me all this stuff, and I was like, I'm not supposed to go into this cycle with this position. I am supposed to do this with this person. Like it's kind of interesting how it's all just flowing. Yeah,
and when you don't try to force yourself into something that no longer aligns, it's like you said, it flows. It just feels better.
Yes.
You can go with it better. It works. Everything, the timing, everything, it's perfect.
So how do you take advantage of all this, I guess? Because I was not in a rut, but until she reminded me that, hey, like this is what's going on, take advantage of it. I'm like, oh, bet. Like, so how do you take advantage of it? I was already making moves in my personal life because I was tired of like that cycle, and obviously I ended it. I started texting people like my expectations. I started putting up real and hard, fast boundaries. I was telling her, I was like, all right, after I do this, I'm done with this. Like, I'm setting up myself for the future me that I want to be. Like, and then all of a sudden, you know, like the pieces start coming together to a degree. So people are like, one of our really good friends, when I was talking to her about this, she goes, well, I think mine is out there. I think it's my face. It's like, it's not your face. No. It's not your face. It's not your wallet. It's not any of that stuff. It's
energy.
It is your energy. Energy. You have to have the ability of understanding where you're at and the doors that you're accidentally leaving open because you don't think they're a big deal. So I started making those moves, and you did too. Like, you started hibernating early.
Yeah, because I knew what was happening.
Okay.
And I understood, and I was like, I cannot fight this because I wanted to. I wanted to be who I've always been, which was there, you know, for people, for things, for always, you know, the invite. Yes, I'll be there. Yes, I'll go. But I guess my household, my life has been changing so much just in the last few weeks. I'm just like, I'm noticing my energy more and how I'm placing it. And being more aware of what I'm doing with it. Okay. And, you know, and that's, for me, it's just making sure I'm filled in all aspects, emotionally, physically, all the...
So for other projectors, you would suggest, like, when you start feeling this, like that, or that when you know that there's going to be a major shift in energy.
Yeah, I just hibernate. I hibernate because that's the only thing I can do, because I guess in the past I used to do all the things, but it would drain me. Yeah. And I didn't, and it's not that I didn't want to do it. It's just I don't have the energetic capacity for it in those moments because of all the things that's happening in the universe. It's crazy because I feel all of it.
Yeah. It's tough, like, and it took me a while to realize this, and it's really important that you on our episodes, they can be everywhere, but one of the key things that we're always talking about are energies in human design, I feel. So understanding that she is a projector, and what are you on your Enneagram? I forgot.
I'm a 5.
You're an INT.
Oh, the Myers-Briggs, ENTP, ENFP.
I'm an ENTJ.
Let me see.
I don't remember. Anyway, like, understanding these things as an adult, especially in your adult relationships, is a big deal. And I didn't realize how big of a deal until she kept forcing me to take these tests. Y'all, like, I will do it immediately, if not sooner. But it makes you understand how interpersonally you guys can work together without having to constantly ask questions. And so that's why I asked. Is like, prior to the energy shift, I was taking care of things that I needed to button up because I'm a leader. And I am aggressive at leading, apparently, in this new version of me. So in order to be a good leader in my household, I have to set proper boundaries for everybody that I love, or everybody that wants to be around the people that I love. Yeah. Because I am the leader of my household. So if you're going to show up in my life, then you need to come correct, and that's just it. Yeah. But you have to own that part of who you are.
INFJ. Assertive. You. Yes.
Yes. That's what I was saying. I was like, INF.
You're ENF then. Okay.
Yes, I am ENF. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Apparently. So, but also understanding how to marry those two relationships together, and taking it seriously has helped a lot in the past 30 days for me when it comes to you. I don't think you know that.
No, I realize that. I see it and I feel it. Okay. Like, you've been really patient and acknowledged, you know, like, my energy a lot more, and yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's easier because I'm like, okay, there's not, like, I don't try to push, and it's not, there are things that and plus I was going through my own stuff, but there are things that I'm like, okay, like, for instance, I asked her to do something because I tend to travel a little bit more, especially with my daughter, but I was like, she goes, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, okay. And usually it would get on my nerves because I know I just need that and then I can run with the project. But I'm like, she said no, then I do need to concentrate on community because she is the vibe. So if the vibe says we need to concentrate on community, then I need to follow the vibe.
Plus, I look at her astrology, so I'm like, no, stop trying to fight this.
I was like, I'm fine.
We will circle back in a few months when we go back to that. But now for both of us, the energy is in community. Okay. That's why I was like, I think our strongest outlet right now will be community.
Yeah, so going out into the world and taking, like, if you're listening to us and you're trying to take nuggets outside of just listening to us talk, like, go and figure out the kind of personality that you actually have. I know it's tedious
and accept it,
and it's a lot of stuff, but it is important to know how everyone in your house wants to be loved. So do the
love languages.
Yeah, do your love languages test, take an Enneagram or something of that nature, and figure out your human design. I find human design to be the most complicated, honestly, but I have one. And we have an email address, so if you guys need help, Susan will be more than happy to help. And whatever, there are buttons that are on our website. You can look at weareferal.com and take a look, and you feel free to talk to both of us about stuff. Because eventually, I told her, like in a couple episodes, I'd like to talk about money. Because even though I am in a place where I'm not directly earning money from somebody else, I did create a space for myself where I can still take care of myself for an extended period of time without that. And there are plenty of single parents that struggle with the ability to, do everything that we do, like pay for all the sports with the multiple kids, and then pay for house and food and all that stuff, and invest. And I wasn't making enough to invest, but I forced myself to do at least $25 a week. Like, I could find $25 a week. I could figure that out. So I want to pour that knowledge into something. And I understand that I am not a financial analyst. That everything I said is my opinion. And if you decide to follow it, it's at your own risk. But I think that it's a good conversation to have.
It is.
Especially with this new cycle coming on.
It is. Especially because, I'm not great with money, but I'm not bad with money. It's just, there's times where it's one of my copings, and I know that, it's a struggle sometimes where when I'm coping with something, I want to shop.
Yeah.
And I know that, and sometimes I cross my boundaries with it, and I got to pay for that, but I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying I need help, but it's good to get other people's perspectives on how to handle things.
And I think that's when you mentioned community, and I felt it in my bones, all right, so the more that we talk, I want our community to be fed. So we're not just talking to talk. I want you guys to be fed in what you're listening to.
And we're learning too as we go through this, because you could see in the beginning episodes, we were just like, we were so excited, and now we're just like, information. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's information, and it helps us too.
It does.
Because we know we want people to grow with us and vacillate come towards us and be not just our friends, but hey, I've got this person and they have all this information, and you have a medium to
let
reach
it out.
to reach multiple people. I want to grow my community, so we're doing that, and that's how this goes. If we feed you guys, you feed us. So yes, you're right.
Yes. And I feel like that's just where it should be, because for me, I'm learning through community. That's where it's at. Before, I was anti-people because I was, I had things going on. But now I'm learning, the more I love myself, I have more to give.
Yes.
And whether it's knowledge, it's time, it's space, it's whatever, I just have more. And I want to form a community. Yeah, and share it.
Yes, I love this. I love this for us, and and everybody else that's listening, because it's when I was reading, she sent me. You guys all have these friends, so if I don't get a meme from her a day, this is a problem. She sent me all this information about the upcoming new year and the things that I learned, and I actually sat there and listened to everyone's, every sign. And I don't usually do that. I usually try to find hers. I try to find mine. I find my daughter's, and this or whatever. I actually listen to everybody's. There's so much shifting, so decide this week, if you can, to end the things you need to end. Make a clear-cut boundary. Put that freaking wall up. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Decide to take the risk, even though it's scary. Jump. There is a trampoline. There is a fluffy pillow at the bottom.
Yeah. And there's a community to catch you.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm learning too. It's before I didn't think I had that. I was always to myself because I just didn't have that growing up, and now that I do, it's I want to make all the mistakes. I want to do all the experiences. I want, because I know I have people behind me that will still support me through it all. Yeah,
and in this season with Neptune around and all that stuff, apparently everybody's got that thing that they've been trying to do and switch.
Yeah.
But something's been getting in the way. Make a decision today. That is not the day. Or this week is not the week.
Yeah.
Because it just comes running, the stuff comes running out. Because I've been telling her for weeks, months even, no, I'm not doing that. Because I could feel this person around. I was no, I'm he's close. I just don't know where he's at. He's around here somewhere. And so I would pray on it, whatever, and I would pray for a better job or whatnot. But And I remember one of the last conversations, like, so they're not doing app thing or whatever have you. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that either. And well, yeah, we talked about it. Like I had a snafu, but it needed to occur. So it needed to occur, but I was like, no. And then I put him on notice, right? Because he hurt my daughter's feelings. Mm-hmm. Her dad hurt my daughter, her own father hurt my daughter's feelings. So I was like, you know what? Like, enough with your bullshit. So yes, as soon as I put that notice up, it was as if clockwork was occurring.
Everything was starting to fall into place.
Because one of our trio, which is a trio, one of the ones that's missing right now, actually met him before I met him 2 weeks ago. I was like, are you serious right now? And and then that girlfriend was like, well, why don't you just go do something? I was like, no, I'm not doing anything because he's around here. Like, I just know. Like, he's just waiting to see me.
Yeah.
And once he sees me, it's gonna be fine. And sure enough, and we met in like the most haphazard of ways. I'm walking out of my hotel room and he's standing right there. I'm like, seriously? It was nuts.
He was just waiting.
So if
Showed up out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Because he was supposed to go do something else, and he decided to go up there, and I was getting ice.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's very interesting, but it's all.
But
because
it's like all aligning from what the energy is saying, and that's what's so cool. It's for me to experience it and to see it in other people's lives. It's like, how can you go wrong with astrology, right?
Yeah, well, it's a science.
It is a science.
It is a science.
It's a language.
It is a language. It's a science, and like Aristotle's been using it forever. I'm sure he's alive in the sky somewhere, but it is a science. I mean, I believe in all that stuff. So take that nugget. I mean, just make a decision to shift whatever you need to shift. Make a decision to like put the boundary up because it's necessary. Invest in yourself. We've been saying that forever in almost every episode. Remember to invest in yourself and our social media. But how do you there's not an actionable thing. You just have to make a decision. Yeah. Like there's no 1, 2, 3, let's. Just make the decision to stand up for whatever it is that your body's telling you to stand up for.
Right, which is usually for you, however that means.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be bad. It could just be like, I'm not going to eat ice cream right now for like a week.
Yeah, I told myself, the whole sugar thing. I'm not doing sugar in April.
Nice.
I don't know what day it is today, but I'm on whatever day it is. The 4th, the 3rd.
Yay! Little wins. Salute to that.
It is. I mean, I don't know if this counts, but it's fruit, right?
It's fruit. Salute to that. And by the way, shout out to Kava. Was it Kava and Coffee? Right, it is legit. Kava and Company.
Kava and Company.
It is really good. This drink is really good. I got a Kratom drink.
Yeah.
So delicious. And Emma was amazing, so thank you so much. But what else? What are we, moving forward? Next week? What do you...
well, I guess this week, because...
Okay, this week.
I have started moving forward. I'm saying yes to things more. Okay. And so yesterday I met up with a friend that I've recently connected with through my husband. And it was not strange in a bad way, but it made me, she spoiled me. And I was like,
how?
I don't know. I was like, well, okay, so I was sitting in my car waiting, and she walked up. She had freaking 2 things of tulips in her arms. She had a bag of goodies. And I'm like, oh my gosh, who does this?
That's so cute.
I know. So it was so to me, it was like, I don't know, we talked about, she's like, I just knew, you deserve it. And I'm like, thank you. You're right. So I'm learning to receive, and I guess I always said, learn to receive. And yes, I do. My husband gives a lot, and my close friends give, but it's for someone who doesn't know me, so to speak.
So
it's like she just showed up out of nowhere, and I was like, wow. So it was really cute. I felt really loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing stuff like that, I want to be more open to that. I want to, I don't know, so tonight we're doing a pole dancing class.
Why am I not invited?
You could go. I was actually going to tell. That's why.
And volleyball.
That's why.
Until volleyball is done.
I was going to tell you when I see you, but
yeah.
There you go.
That's okay. I want pictures. Are you wearing heels?
I don't know.
That's going to be amazing.
I don't know. It's a beginner's class.
I'm so jealous.
Super beginners.
It's okay.
So that's part of what I'm moving forward with. I want to, because I'm cutting back on sugar, I want to just get healthier for me and get stronger for myself.
Yeah. I'll find a
And that's
folder.
that's what I'm working on this season.
You call somebody. Be like, ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking to just experience. I mean, I always say that every season. I feel I just want to experience more, but it's different how I'm experiencing things versus just experiencing them.
Well, because all right, we need to do more homework, but because everything that I did homework on was just understanding the beginning and planning from there. So like our audience would want to know probably like, all right, so I did this, and then all of a sudden the flow of energy is not coming, right? It does.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen. It just takes a minute, and I've been working towards like all the things that we mentioned before. I mean, if you guys been listening for a minute, like just understanding who I am and being able to cut off ties so that I don't bring that trauma with me.
Yeah, into your next season and relationships and.
So once you start doing that, and the universe and God understands, like, oh, he is really healed from their trauma. It is time for us to like really shed light. Mm-hmm. Like it really does. Like it's like it'll send like freaking sun over here. Mm-hmm. They'll send someone's son over here. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, you are.
I was like, hey. Wow.
Send them to your front door. Literally.
Like literally send them to your gosh darn front door. You do all the work. Be like, here, I'll make it easy for you. Ta-da. I was like,
and that's what it's about. And it's so hard because in those moments it's hard to let go of what's familiar, what's comfortable. Mm-hmm. But really stepping away from it, stepping outside of it, and you don't have to say you're done with it forever. It's just one of those like you outgrew it. If they come back, great. You could still have some type of whatever, but it's not the same because they're just two different people. Yeah. It's never going to go back to how it was.
And it's not just about people. It could be things, too. Like, you have to make a decision for yourself that if it's borderline bad for you and you already know it, you have to let go in this season before you repeat another 14 years of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't
and you don't want that nonsense. I'll be 54 if I did that. Doing the same ass shit. That's crazy. Like that doesn't make any sense. So that's what I'm trying to it's not gonna happen overnight, but you really do gotta go get those skeletons.
Right, and literally it's gonna take 14 years to do it. So it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen in the months. It's a gradual process. Neptune is one of the outer planets. It takes forever to circle back around. Mm-hmm.
It's like none of us on this planet that are alive right now have seen this, and I want all of us to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we will, because the bigger the communities grow, then the more people will know.
People become aware, yes. Yeah. I hear what she's saying. It's just, they're listening now. So, hi, take advantage. Get rid of the skeletons. Decide today. You're going to go in there. You're going to face your fears. You're going to do the ugly things that you haven't been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And then be good to yourself while you're doing it. It's not going to be pretty. And it doesn't have to happen all today, but the process has to begin somewhere, and you have to make a decision to do it. Like I was texting her like my spiels that I was giving people that were hurting myself or hurting my daughter, whatever have you. I blew up this weekend, and these people want to look at me like they didn't have it coming.
Yeah, like they didn't do anything.
I was like, you guys have tripped the hell out. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, even though there are coachable moments for myself and my daughter, you guys are MFers thinking that I wasn't gonna get this way eventually. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was keep poking.
Yes, I'm a very nice person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Until, and everybody is. But right now is the time to do that kind of stuff. I mean, don't get in people's grills, though. Yeah. I mean, I told his lady deuces, and I was like, I behave better than that. I do. I can show up better than that. So I apologize for that behavior, but I didn't apologize for what I said. I was like, I said what I said.
Change the fact of what I said was true.
Yeah, I could have delivered it. No, I delivered it okay. I shouldn't have just added onto it. It was like icing on the cake. And I was like, you made my friend cry? I'm like, no, we ain't doing that today. Mm-hmm. We're not doing that today. Tomorrow, like, no. These are my toys.
You made your friend cry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, legit, at dinner, she goes, she, out of everybody here, deserves better than the way you guys are treating her. And she got up and left. Yeah, bawling and everything.
That's messed up.
Yeah. people are ugly, and they think, but like I said, it's not going to be pretty, and you're going to have to do things that are uncomfortable. I sure as hell did, but I kept moving forward. I did my sticky notes. I don't know how to talk to myself in the mirror because I talk to myself all the time. So like talking to myself in the mirror is arbitrary.
Well, it's different.
Yes.
Because you do talk to yourself, but you're talking to the voices in your head.
No, I'm talking to myself like I got this. Like I was like, today I'm going to do this. Like
but
today.
You're talking, that's different. That's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to act this way. You're talking to yourself. But to me, like when you're in the mirror and you're looking at you, because.
Like I am great.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, if you do it like that, there's no like emotion behind it.
I mean, it could. I'd be like, I look beautiful today. I say that stuff to myself all the time. I'm like, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, but I'm like, I do all that stuff. But sitting in the mirror, it's like, it's weird.
Okay, well, that's
why I put sticky notes up there and I read them to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've never been a good one at that. Like, I might have to develop this. Because he talks to himself in the mirror. He told me to talk to myself in the mirror. So I had to talk to myself. I was like, hi.
I'm glad he said that. I told you that like months ago.
I know, but I don't like doing it. I'm saying, like, I'm going to be around him. He's going to be talking to himself in the mirror and be like, come here and do it too. Like, no, fine. I will do it as well.
That's cute.
Yeah. He is cute.
That's super cute. I like that. I like that for you.
He was like, so a couple of my best friends got married in 2 weeks. I was like, hi, I'm not divorced.
Tell him to slow down.
I was like, I'm not divorced. I was like, but I get it. My parents did. My parents either, I can't remember if it's 6 weeks or 6 months, but my parents also did the same thing. I think it's 6 weeks. My parents got married in 6 weeks of knowing each other. And they are made for one another. But I love their story. I really do. It is adorable. It is the most adorable story ever. And they are cute together. Like they're super cute together. So I can't knock their relationship like that.
No,
they're adorable. So gotta give them that. And they've been married 36 years. So 6 weeks to 36 years. Maybe that's the key. You don't fucking think about it.
No, you just do it.
You just do it.
Just do it.
I'm not saying
you do all the thinking afterwards. I mean, that's what I did.
Yes.
I was like, okay.
I know, because we were talking about it, like in this new year, like I'm ending this cycle, and I met JR in 2011.
Yeah, that's when I met him, and that's when, I met him in March of 2011.
I know, I looked at my calendar, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is really cool. So y'all, like, I mean, if you're taking anything from this episode, is do the hard things.
Yeah, I did the hard things for 14 years, and now look what I have.
We're gonna have 14 years of prosperity. So do the hard things. Start now. Like, and if you have questions, please don't hesitate to email, call, text, comment, DM, do all the things, because we're down to help. I was talking to my mentor, my LinkedIn mentor, and she's like, you've documented this process? I'm like, I sure have. And she goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you have one place you can get all this stuff. I'm like, yes. She goes, you need to use it on your podcast. You need to use it for your daughter. You need to use it for whatever you're going to do next in your career. Like, you need to use this. And like, that's your playbook. Yeah. So if you guys email us or email me and ask questions or whatnot, like, we would like to earn money doing this. But we don't want to like, I want it to be more like Chris Corsini.
I want it to be more organic.
Yeah, I want it to be like Chris Corsini, where you donate because you're getting something out of us. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more, I need to have like a donate button made for the website. Yeah. Because like that's, for us, this is fun. It's cathartic too. But it would be great if it becomes our careers. Like legit our career. And that's what we're striving for. But now that she's the vibe, so she's centered us in what we're supposed to be doing. Like I'm all on board. So we need our community's help. Yeah. In order to grow. We really want an office in a coffee shop, please. Yes, that is what I'm manifesting in the next
coffee shop juice bar.
Yes, I don't care. I want something in the front where I can eat and get drinks, and then we can do our girly things in the back, have interviews, a proper place to like interview people.
Yeah, and just have girl hangouts. We could do workshops.
Yes, workshops would be great.
Girls' nights.
Exactly. Like I would love to sit down with a group of women and be like, okay, let's talk about finances. Where is everybody at? Let's make this like a 6-month course to get us out. Like, I like all the methods that are out there. I forgot the guy's name that tells you to pay cash for everything, the Ramsey method, but he's ridiculous, especially in this day and age. Our salaries haven't moved. $100,000 used to be at least $200,000. $100,000 now is $60,000 for the average American. Yeah. So,
and honestly, the value of money is continues to go down. Like pretty soon, we're buying gold.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. So I want to sit down with females that are just like me, and there could be other women that are better off, but don't naturally invest.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm good at, and I want to have a place to do it in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're manifesting. I'm going to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep talking about it and keep mentioning it. And then we also have merch, guys. We have like shirts and all that stuff. But I would like ideas as to what you guys want to see. Like, do you want more 904 stuff? Do you want Jack stuff? Do you want Stinks?
I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Like,
that like felt good in my gut.
Okay.
904 stuff.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So, because we want to help our community, and the best way to do it is by hearing from y'all.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited. I'm excited to see what's coming this year.
Apparently, I'm getting married. That's all. He's like, "Would you get married again?" I was like, "It's gonna be a hard day, but I don't think that I'm allowed." I don't think I'm allowed.
He needs I need to have a sit down with him before we go there, so we could talk about the plans.
I asked him yesterday. I was like, "Are you ready for someone to move in with you?" And I'm like, "Not tomorrow. You're moving. You're going into a new place and all that stuff." I'm like, "Not tomorrow, but are you ready?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been making all the space. Yes."
When am I meeting him?
I don't know. Whenever you want. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
Good things are coming.
Yeah, great things are coming for all of us. Just get rid of all the shit, all the baggage.
You have to make room for it.
Yeah, all the baggage, all the things that you think you're holding on to for no damn good reason. Get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Not where you're going.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to say anything else. I think that was it. That was the nugget.
Yep. Alrighty.
All right, we love you guys.
Yeah, until next week.
Yeah, until next week. See you soon. Happy hunting. And burn all the skeletons.
Yes.
He says, love you.